Tell us
I
about your
auditioned.
torturous
I auditioned
process.
for 5 months.
He did.
During the middle of 2020.
So, hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So, a big fan of the show. I've watched the first season when it came out and was so happy when I saw that finally I could start watching this second season. I've been waiting a long time. So, thanks for a beautiful show.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to start out by asking kind of how I know it's based on this really great book that I unfortunately have not read yet, but how was kind of your way into this project? I'm guessing you had two very different ways to get involved with this.
Well, I mean, I was given the book by my agent at the time who said, you must read this. And she was absolutely right because the book is really just extraordinary. How did you get involved? You tell us about your torturous
I auditioned
process.
for 5 months.
He did.
During the middle of 2020 to try to get this job. And you know what's interesting is it was early pre-vaccination pandemic at the time, so the entire audition process was virtual. I didn't
Yeah.
meet anybody in person until we were in Korea on set. And I've never experienced anything like that, but it was it was the circumstances of the times, and yeah, and then it's the rest is now, my life now. Like there's a pre-Pachinko and a post-Pachinko in my life, and huge influence since that moment in 2020.
Yeah, and I'm also a big Devs fan.
Thanks,
I
man.
really,
I love that show.
really like
Yeah.
that show. Yeah. How much since you are one of the characters that actually get to do scenes in multiple languages, Japanese, English, and Korean, how much of a how hard is that to actually pull off, and do you actually speak all these languages from before?
It's very hard. And I speak Korean, but my Korean has an American accent. So I used my dialect coach's Japanese accented Korean because she is Zainichi as a model for Solomon's Korean. And then Japanese I don't actually speak. I think having Korean helps with some of the pronunciation and certainly some of the grammar structure. But no, I really came into it cold, and that's been certainly the most challenging part of this role and project, but also so fulfilling. And how cool that my job is I get to, pretend to learn Japanese or try to learn Japanese for my job. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, really. And so, how do you kind of feel like structuring the show? Because we're jumping back and forth in time a lot, but I always feel like I know where we are. But I'm guessing that is something that you need to have big discussions about how you do that so you don't lose the viewers. So can you tell us a bit more about how those conversations take place?
I have to really credit our editors because that is made in the edit room. It's scripted, right? We cut between one scene to the other, but it isn't until we get to the edit room that our editors are able to put together the episodes, and really you realize it doesn't work. If you put this scene with this, like it's not working. It feels forced. And so then we move scenes constantly around. And then I would also say sound design is enormous. Like something that is so subtle that most people don't even realize is what is a sound that takes us from one time period to another? How do we bridge time periods? And then lastly, we do these dissolves called pentamentos, and really give our VFX soup Ashley a credit because there are VFX elements where one shot will dissolve into another, but something will linger from one frame to the other. And what we're really trying to do is lay the ghosts in, put these ghosts from past and present haunting each other. All those things are to build in post, like build to really help give the show cohesiveness.
Yeah, I agree, and I love a bunch of those shots where one of the time periods lingers on the screen in the middle, and
Yeah.
you see the rest coming in from the sides.
Oh,
it looks
thank you.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that you were able to take your time and speak with me today, and I'm really hoping that a lot of more people will give this next season and the first season a chance when it premieres.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Also, I love all your posters and
I
your
know.
pop heads back there. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
See ya.
Bye.